Alright, lads, welcome back to another episode of my Holy Broken Empire, where in the previous episode we revoked for the second time, lol, fully vassalizing Bohemia, Byzantium, Burgundy, Sweden, and everybody else that we actually released. But of course, with the exception of 3 provinces here owned by Croatia, every member of the empire has actually added all of their land, which is really cool. And I definitely intend to rework some of the borders, guys. In fact, I think if we want to re-release Sweden, one thing I can do is seize land. We can seize land of this province, because I know how you guys feel about the border gore. And this is the one game where we're going to make the borders look really nice. So we can do that, for example, seize that province and then give it to Holstein. And therefore, that estate, this area, is owned by Holstein as opposed to Sweden permanently, can then allow Sweden to be fed however he desires. And of course, yeah, yes indeedy. He will not be able to form Scandinavia. But we need some prestige if we're going to cancel some subjects, guys. And why don't we bring in the new and improved Holy Broken Empire in against Aragon here. In a return reconquest CB of our subject, Catalonia. So let's do it. The Teutonic Order does want that province up there. That's good. I'm hoping now he's I don't know. I'm hoping he's claims up some of the Lithuanian land. So guys, Bohemia I do intend to keep as a subject. But as we saw last episode, his liberty desire is right on the verge of being an issue. And we've got to make sure that we're strong enough. I really want to go crazy on some cannons. Let's do that. Because we got us, even though they don't have their combined strength is not an issue, we've got to start making sure that, regardless of the combined strength, that their individual strength is not stronger than us. So, we just lost 2 Diplo reputation from that happening. Not ideal. We can now influence Burgundy as well, which will be expensive. Oh, his relations are maxed with us. Uh-oh. I think we have some manpower issues. Mercenaries can be hired quickly. I think that boosting our armies up is going to be the smartest way to deal with this liberty desire. Yep, our relations are maxed with those nations. So I do want them to participate in these battles, however. Uh-oh. They didn't seem to have much of an effect on them. Why are you so mad? Of course, I can free the Pope, but I actually require... Now, it's not Burgundy who I'm worried about, because if Burgundy has liberty desire, then I can... free him without costing negative relations. Cancel him as a subject, which is exactly what I want to do. But we have to wait 5 years before we release nations, guys. So, we're making bank in the meantime. I guess, yep, I'll hire more mercs. Let's be productive in these 5 years in that case. So let's start some wars out in Asia. And now that I've added this stuff to the empire, I'm going to go ahead and release Georgia. And I guess... Oh. Yep, I'll do it. I'll release Dulkadar. I'm going to release Dulkadar and give him some of the Arabian land. feed him Arabia. That's what I intend to do, because he has the nice cultural unity thingy. Now, hoping that, of course, that Bohemia does not cancel his good old, what would you call it, royal marriage, because then he'll be even more difficult to keep on top of. But there's nothing else we can do. We just need prestige. So I'm gaining a ton of yearly prestige, being the emperor and having all of our stuff. Let's quickly do some calculations. Why does he hate us? Yeah, it is relative power to Austria. Diplotechnology. Alright. Not much I can do about that. In the final age, the age of what is it called? Revolutions? You can really sort out your liberty desire, which is a good thing. We're still rich as, which is also a good thing. It is relative power. I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to tick up my Diplo, but we're very far away. Okay, building dim cannons. I want to be able to just smash sieges. Now this stack is too big, but we've got some friendly units there. One too many cannons in this stack. Yep, so I feel like as a wealthy power, I'm happy to use these mercenaries for infantry's sake. But I don't like suffering attrition here. How about we relocate to Pest and Vienna as opposed to Linz? Now truce is up with Britain. Holland has made claims. Okay guys, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the Britain scenario. Part of the reason that I don't want to add them to the empire, guys, or I'm struggling with it rather, I'm undecided, is because of what you guys experienced or what you witnessed last episode. Because here's the thing. If we make him small enough, right? The major issue is that he's not Catholic, but if we make him small enough, he will vote for revoke. Do you see what I'm saying? So if we add him to the empire using this tactic, but we've weakened him, like Burgundy's gone in and taken this region over, and we've given more of the English Channel to Holland, so he's weak enough. If we boost relations with him, etc., once he's no longer a great power, he will actually become our subject willingly. Now, ultimately, it's similar to passing this. So I think you guys can see the attraction, but I'm wondering if we cheese him into the empire by adding this, release Holland, add this, attack him. See, I'd have to, jeez, how would we do this? I might have delayed it big time with Holland, because we can have Holland add it to the empire, but we can't. It would have to take 2 wars. I'd have to attack him with Holland as my ally, concede London to him, and then take his capital. I mean, that works. It's a little bit slow, but it works. The question is, would he add his provinces to the empire? And I think the answer is yes, right? I think he would. If we cheese him in. So maybe I'm overthinking things. As long as we get that beautiful shot, that screenshot of everything being inside the empire, everything in Europe, everything addable to the empire being added, then I'm happy. So we can use our prestige to cancel the Pope. Plague in Vienna feels bad, man. If we cancel our subject of the Pope, that gives us the additional Diplo rep. So I think I like that move. The Pope can just be free. This stuff here, I'm going to go ahead and give to Naples. But perhaps I'll wait. I want to give it to Naples or Corsica. Should we give it to Corsica instead? I'll give it to Corsica instead. But that's going to have to be a future war, guys, because I don't want to spend the Diplo points. When did this actually come up, by the way? I don't recall when we last did this. This comes up in 9 years, so it's ages away. Alright. Absolutely swimming in admin points. Boom. Now let's build a building there. Look at that. Man, making Hungary into a nice, wealthy area. That's pretty cool for me, the feels. I should start my own war. Let's develop this area. I'm going to start my own war. Because if we core up stuff, I mean, that's productive. Like, I can core some of the stuff up, stabilize it, and hand it off to Dulcadar. We can also feed this to Byzantium. Let's do that. Yeah, why am I only doing the one war? Should be fighting other wars. Are you serious? Wow. Feels bad, man. Stability. Losing the stability all day. I mean, this way we'll get prestige faster as well. The absolutely massively broken empire struggling a little bit, despite being so broken. So, where's my navy? Let's go blockade that. Although, I'm just going to assault it down, actually. Use those military points. This will be a really quick war. I won't waste my military points until I'm waiting on the peace out. See, because that went so quickly. I'm glad that I didn't waste them. These cannons and stuff, baby, feels good, man. So, Byzantium will, yeah, this is fun. This is fun, the fact that we can feed him more. So, hopefully, let's have a think about who we want to release, guys. I wish that this was, like, sort of live or whatever. I want to release Burgundy and Byzantium. I think those are cool and smart. I'm also going to do Holland. But, spoiler alert, guys, I kind of wish to revoke again, you know? The issue is, if we feed our nations that much more, they might not vote for the revoke. So we have a few options, like we can seize land from Croatia to add it to the empire, then we can give it back. We don't have to stress too much about that stuff, but I don't think we'll be doing another revoke after this, now I think about it. So anybody that I release is going to be basically permanent. I think Burgundy fighting independent wars is something I want, like against France. Byzantium is obvious. I noticed that Burgundy took humanist ideas, guys, which is pretty lame. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping he'd go sort of colonial. Aha, like Sweden. Haha. So typically Sweden would not be allowed to take exploration because he's our vassal, guys. But you can see that Sweden has taken exploration despite being our vassal because he took it when he was not our vassal, right? So that's cool. I like that. Okay, let's try to stop suffering attrition here. Let's just go ahead and smoke that down. Spend those military points. Why are you taking so long? I might just assault it. How much does it cost? A lot. Jeez, man. Let's not make a habit of that. So you... Oh, I can't end rivalry. How much prestige do we get for the... 2 prestige. White peace doesn't do anything. There used to be concede defeat back in the day, you know, guys, which would give 10 prestige. But they've removed that, so this is 2 prestige. That's lame. But it's something. Jandar's holding on for literally no reason. You're an idiot, you're a fool. Let's rush down here while we're exiled, because I'm going to fight some more wars out here in the east. Byzantium's unhappy with us now. Let's we need more prestige apparently. Okay, great. Relations are not maxed with him, so how about we improve relations? The Empire's being really derpy. I hate it when this happens. Thank goodness they got that though, Valencia. I hate it when the Empire's derpy. Outnumber the enemy 1,000,000 times to 1. Okay, so our truce comes up in 3 years' time. Again, if he has liberty desire, that's fine. It's Bohemia that I'm concerned about. Byzantium has No. Oh, no. Feels bad, man. Bohemia is essentially our subject, guys. And I want to rope him in. Because look at those units, dude. Considering I have diplomats lying around, I'm really going to try to max my relations with him. Yeah, the Empire is just so powerful compared to Castile, but they're struggling because this fort, it blocks them. But what they do is they walk around back and forth. Like, he starts a fight over here, and they decide to walk around. It's so dumb. This game is frustrating like that sometimes. Okay, feeding Byzantium and hoping that he's going to be glorious in the future for us and kill some fools. So this is a Dulcador core, so I'd like to go in against that if we could. I'm going to take that core up, convert it. I want the majority of Dulcador's cores to be Catholic, which doesn't... Oh, that's right, I recall now. He had a long nation like this. I don't think that's going to be possible. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. We can enforce religion on him easily enough and so on. Nice Crusader modifier. That's good. So, my prestige, for the reasons I stated earlier, let's placate Bohemia. I want to be using my other general here with 3 siege, which is super beautiful. Thank goodness I have the war score to take it all. So really we just want to get out of a war with Castile. So first colony finishing there. Let's get the Gold Coast. Needless to say, I'm going to be going for the colonial trading region. Full annexation feels good, man. Let's crush these troops, and that should make short work of this nation out here. So the other option we have, guys, if we want to be really cheesy, is we could convert provinces in Europe to this culture. For example, I could release this nation, Shirvan. I could grant him provinces that we converted, and then I could fight Persia, for example, or that nation, and then hand off the provinces so that he, his capital is now the one that's inside Europe, and he would be inside the empire. But that seems a little bit too tedious for me. So instead, we're going to have Georgia out here, and we're going to turn him into a beautiful, glorious nation. So there, I feel like that's probably a smarter move. Conquering stuff instead of farmlands. Hopefully, supply is good out there. Let's conquer stuff instead of derp around, I guess. Speaking of derping around, I'm sick of watching our empire derp around. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit sad. I guess we do have some rebellionism going on, which means they don't participate. But I was hoping the empire would do a little bit better. I want that stability, but I'm going to take the prestige instead. Because we now have a lot of land to convert up. Get us some papal influence. And with the Pope being at 200, we should be able to get that papal influence fairly easily. So Bohemia's kicked back into action. Hopefully he can deal with our enemies. I don't really have anything else to do though at this stage. If George is going to own all these provinces, that's his capital. So let's start getting rid of some of these forts. You can keep that one in the mountains, and that's going to be Dol-Kadar. I wonder where Dol-Kadar's capital will be. Hopefully there. No, it won't be, because he's Turkish. Ah, but none of these are Turkish. No, that is. Yep, that's where his capital is going to be. Okay. At least that's my guess. I think it will be that way. Okay, I guess we could probably pump Byzantium up even more against the Ottomans, so let's do it. It is more efficient after all. Byzantium's going to be pretty strong by the time we release him. We've almost gotten this fort finally, and then I'm confident that the Empire will do much better out there in that region. Castile's at medium. If we're able to piece him out, then it's GG for him. I was thinking about it, guys, but I'm a little bit scared. We could just cancel our subject like this. It's just, I don't like, so I could just cancel Burgundy, for example, so he's free, as opposed to waiting 2 years for the truce to come up. I'm just scared of running into some kind of something there. Like, he leaves the Empire for some reason. Like, I don't think there is anything that we could run into. But yeah, like I said, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. When we can do what I know will work. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. It won't cost us Diplo points to fully annex him, so I'm going to do just that. As long as we peace out from the Ottoman screen. Finally, the floodgates open into the Iberian Peninsula, and that will not be an issue any longer. The floodgates will begin next war against them regardless. Okay, let's go and occupy that out there. So this tech will help us out in Liberty Desire, but I feel like with the prestige that we're gaining, we're actually okay, funnily enough, lol. Because the nations who are rebellious right now are the nations who we intend to give away. And that will mean that they like being liberated as opposed to hate us. Instead of getting the "our overlord abandoned us" modifier, they will basically have improved relations because we liberated them when that's what they desired. Okay, so I'm thinking, obviously I want to cancel that and that. If we cancel Aragon, I'm hoping that Castile will just view Aragon as food now. And as I sort of spoke about previously, I'm hoping that we can... No, I want Catalonia to be our guy. I want Catalonia to be our man. I'm worried about Burgundy forming France and Catalonia forming Spain. These are the issues. So what is the solution? I know what the solution is, but it's just a little bit tedious. The solution is to conquer some land ourselves in our next war against Castile, core it and then release Aragon. And as long as he has a few key provinces, then Catalonia won't be able to form Iberia, or Spain rather. Okay, Castile's done. For the sake of truce, we're going to keep it short. There it is. For the sake of truce, we're going to keep it short. Now, I have to make sure I have CB there, which I do. Good. I'm going to turn high priority off on some of these provinces so that Burgundy doesn't hate us when we release him. Byzantium's near the top anyway, cool. I think the order remains the same, guys, with Sweden being up near the top. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But the order might have not changed despite them being free, I'm not sure. So where on earth is that guy? He'll be down the bottom. Yep, because we released him last independently, so he's kind of just down the bottom. Now, could do that just to get things moving, or I could block out the Mans so that it's free for Byzantium later. Let's do it. I think that's preferable. Ah, we lost the war. Let's take Defender of the Faith for yearly prestige. And speaking of prestige, we have some now. So, we have... Wait, what? I don't have a truce with the Pope. I'm not sure why. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. Now, the Pope, I can't give him the Libertazar that I desire. So, I am going to break him. He's just going to be free. Now, he doesn't get the full negative 200 because he already had some of that from the previous time we did it. That's cool. How's our extension? Okay. I am going to do this. I'm going to begin seizing land from Croatia. I'm sorry to do this, but I feel like it's the only way to get that pretty border that I desire. We're going to periodically seize land when it's appropriate from Croatia and keep them happy. Because I don't want to go through what we actually went through again. And the reason is because Byzantium and... well, Byzantium in particular is going to become so large that it's like impossible to keep them happy. Okay, so I actually have to make sure that's inside the Empire when I release Dulcadar. But Georgia, on the other hand, can be released as a member of the Empire. Cool. That feels cool to me. So, let's go ahead and embolden him. And I'm going to do it based around, you know, area here initially. So this is Armenian, is it? Yep. I guess Treb we should give to Georgia. For the sake of areas, but I'm not too worried about it. If Byzantium did end up stealing it, I wouldn't be too worried. But I feel like areas is the best way to follow. Making Georgia nice and strong. And he does not have religious ideas, which is unfortunate. Both of these nations failed to get religious ideas. The reason I like religious ideas the most is for stability reasons, but also CBE reasons. It means he will be quite confident in attacking anytime he wants. So both of those guys noobed it up a bit. Where the hell is G? There it is. Cool. Looks pretty cool. So he has basically his whole group, obviously, with the exception of he doesn't have those two. I completely forgot to annex him. Oopsie daisies. Alright. I'm going to give that guy the rest of this area and then probably not feed him any longer whatsoever. Was really hoping, I think that is his capital from the beginning of the game. That must be my understanding. Just wasn't aware of that, but I was hoping that he was this religion. Or culture, rather. That's what I meant to say. My bad. Okay, so we've got another year to declare wars. And our truce is up with England. So if we really want to smash England, then we want to come over to this side. I'm still not sure if I want to cheese England into the empire, but I think he'll add his provinces, right, if he's happy. I think he will, so that's my decision. If he doesn't, rip the dream. I'm going to be really pissed if he doesn't, but either way, what I'm going to go ahead and do here is, if we look at Holland, I want to divert trade. Ah, see, it doesn't quite do it. Damn it. Arrgh, we're too strong. Alright. Well, he's going to hate us. Okay, there it is. So London is inside the empire. Now, before... Yeah, it's too late. God dang it. Okay. I want to try to acquire him as a ally now. To call him into the war against England. So the war against England is going to have to wait, in other words. Now, can we get the Teutons to hate us? He's got 5% already, perhaps. Yes, okay. See, it no longer costs negative relations with the Teutons. There we go. So the Teutons are one of our chosen. I'll go ahead and ally him up. Losing the negative Diplo reputation, that's going to help us against... or keeping Bohemia happy, which is good. I guess while we're at peace, might as well ally Ethiopia. I feel like the Teutons are worth our time to kind of embolden him. And otherwise... That's our key for CB. Okay, cool, cool. I was wondering how we're going to get CB against Aragon, but that's our key to get it. Yep, we're going to be just fine to get it with that. Okay, good, good. Good, good, good. Well, this is, in a way, guys, it's pretty tedious. I'm not going to lie, like, managing everything. But it is what it is. I guess we're already coring those up. I might as well continue. Ideally... yeah, I want to pave George's way for success, so really make him strong, I guess. But, let's improve relations with him. He's going to be free. So, 1, 2, 3 slots. 4. Of course, we can just cancel the slots or not have the slots, like in the case of the Papal State. It's a non-issue. I can't see if Holland is asking for a royal marriage. So I might have to offer Holland land to call him in. That would hurt our trust with our other allies, which I don't really have right now. Start building some favors with the knights. Bestow some grace. That's a way to get relations. I guess I've done everything here, like influence. Nope, we have not influenced them. Cool. 300 ducats, like it's nothing, surprisingly. Our truce comes up this year with Burgundy. And Byzantium, it comes up this year coming, I mean to say. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yep, I can offer him land. But of course, what I intend to do is give London Holland's land. Give England Holland's land. So I think we'll just wait for the favours. No. That's what we can do. We can attack Russia to take St. Petersburg. Yep. And then we can separate peace Great Britain by handing off Holland's land. Except Holland should still be my subject. But Holland wouldn't have added the provinces if he was our subject. Huh. I guess let's deal with those rebels. That's not very appropriate. If I'm going to cheese nations into the empire, then we should do it. We should do the war against him anyway. Yep, so we're going to wait for favors. Okay. Okay, we'll do it the other way round. we'll fight England, take St. Petersburg from Russia, and then return London to Great Britain. So with that in mind, we need to build favours there, which won't take long because our forces are so high. Now, when exactly does our truce come up? It's hard to see it. July. Alright, I guess we're not going to be fighting another war anytime soon. Now, but Byzantium is beginning to make claim on the Venetian region there, which is good. Hopefully he'll utilize that once he's free and independent. So it was July. Okay, I'm enjoying myself. This is a little bit different. I'm surprised that this nation exists at all. Burgundy should have dealt with them a long time ago. So I'm trying to core this up and then convert it and then release Dolkada. Add it to the Empire and then release Dolkada. Trying to keep my mind on everything at the same time. It's crazy. We can soon boost our stability. Okay, I should have a stack down here. Let's not get crazy. Manpower's suffering from just walking around. Feels bad, man. This bloody stack is just too big. Gonna have to manage that better. Now he wants an alliance. Let's do that for relations purposes. I don't want to get excommunicated and I'd like to get papal influence faster. Let's ally the Pope there. Can take on his debt, do some stuff like that. Alright. We are in a moment going to be able to we need prestige. Of course we do. Okay. We should have already gone to war for that reason. I hate you, game. Was hoping that the Teutons okay, it's got to be out in the east. It's obvious. This rebel swarm will get just obliterated. We got some coring issues. Feels bad, man. I should go to the war that we can take, I guess. Let's give Naples like a colony. He's never going to be able to add it to the empire anyway, but let's have him claim the land up. I like that. He doesn't have religious, but we can convert it for him, of course. He just needs to make the claims. Okay, so let's have a look here. Am I willing to feed the crap out of him? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So let's do it. Try to get some prestige here. We just need to be above 0 prestige so that I can release Byzantium and Burgundy. Otherwise, I'm concerned about these rebels. Now, let's build transports, because that's been an issue. So that hopefully we can deal with nations like the Knights, which I'm probably just going to ignore throughout this war. Hey, stability. Nice. And then I'll do that if I have the prestige to spare, which I don't. So where you at, Galatia? Mr. There he is, near the top, okay. I want to use my proper general there. Still just the two nations with the Liberty Desire. Okay, so before I forget, even though it's going to cost us Diplo points, I'm going to give this province to Genoa. Let's make sure to do it. God dang it, no. No. We've got to protect the pretty borders, guys. The pretty borders. So I will take it for myself, which will cost Diplo points anyway. We'll core it up, add it to the Empire, and then hand it off to Genoa. It's all about those borders, lads. Hey, build manufacturers is done. Cool. That production efficiency is going to go a long way, I imagine. But just got a bunch of cash. Damn. Damn. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to take that for myself, core it up. And then otherwise, we should try to follow this guy's claims. Unless we want to spend Diplo points. Okay, a nation popping up out here. That seems fairly free. Quick war against Lithuania. Shortly he should be demoralized enough to peace out, and hopefully that's some prestige. Although it might not be. So I think that's all of the claims. Yeah, I don't really want to spend Diplo points right now because we're fairly desperate for them. So yeah, I hope you guys respect and appreciate my mission, the task at hand, guys, which is to, of course, have the ultimate vassal swarm, the ultimate empire, HRE empire. Hope you guys. God dang it, we need literally one prestige. I wonder if we declared war on him, would anything remain? Probably not. I kind of don't want to get a truce with the Mems. I guess we... I'm wondering how badly Byzantium's suffering. We could declare this war and then give Byzantium a little bit of land, but that would give him truce against the Mamluks. I don't like that. We'll get a prestige soon. Yes, we will. I'll have a think about what war I want to declare next episode, but what I do want to do is quickly gain a prestige, which I will get here fairly shortly, and then release Byzantium so that he's self-autonomous. Burgundy's truce with France is down, is that right? Okay. Maybe I should feed him while I have the chance. I think I like that idea. One final war. I'm going to do that before I forget, guys, but I'm actually going to end the episode here. So, yeah. I like this war. We're going to go ahead and feed Burgundy once, nice and swiftly and easily, hopefully. And then I'm going to go ahead and release him after we gain some prestige. But that's going to be next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.